clash between these two teams, the second in a row. We'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game, and I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Nembhard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jarace Walker. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Now, here's Johnson. Coulibaly finds Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Nembhard. Johnson, good. Johnson's got the first points on the scoreboard for Washington. Walker, bounce pass. Zubac with the screen for Nembhard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Pass to Coulibaly. Johnson outside. Here's Sarr. Johnson in the corner. Launches it. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Zubac. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Siakam. The kick out to Walker. Three-pointer. The rebound by Champagnie. Wizards have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Undrafted back in 2021, Tim, Justin Champagnie is coming into his own.
Yeah, he and his twin brother Julian both getting opportunities, and in the last few seasons solidifying themselves that they can play in this league and have a role on a good team.
They really have. Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Champagnie passes to George. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Sarr. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Nembhard with it, covered by Johnson. There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. Nembhard inside the three-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you, Kevin.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
And that one falls for Johnson. So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
Riley's checked in for the Wizards. Carlton Carrington comes in for Coulibaly.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Shots good by Siakam.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Carrington bounce pass. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Carrington. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 9. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here is Zubac. Shepherd with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. For 3, Siakam. That shot missing. Fires from way outside. And so it's Washington in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
They've got Riley. He is out there with Carlton Carrington. And it's Watkins in a power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Brown. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Not as good in the Wizards' lead. It's got down to just 6 points and the bucket from McConnell.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Watkins, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Champagne's checked in, and it's Keyshawn George in for Riley. Then for the Pacers, Siakam is checked in for Brown. Nesmith comes in for Shepherd. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Jones. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And here is Nesmith. He has yet to score. Here's Siakam. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing here by 8. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
The shot by George, no good. Pacers trail by 8. Siakam kicks to McConnell. Back to Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. And in the game with Washington, he did not play well.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
And you watch Bub Carrington, you know, Tim, for a young player, he has got a real feel for this game.
Yeah, Kevin, he quickly processes things out there. He's got great anticipation at both ends. And I'll tell you what, he's just getting started.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Washington leading now by 6. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Checked in for the Wizards. Johnson comes in for Carlton Carrington. Zubac is checked in for Indiana. Walker comes in for T.J. McConnell. .149 left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. On the wing, George. Pass to Johnson. Latrey nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for Washington. Now here's Nesmith. .119 left in the first half. Nembhard for 3. Hands it from downtown. Nembhard's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you so much. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Johnson outside. Five to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Well, that was called pretty tightly, and I don't think they ever adjusted to the way the game was being called. Big reason why they lost.
Tie game in Washington. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
I think for the Pacers, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you have to like what we're seeing from Trey Johnson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Nesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Nesmith drills the three-pointer. Nesmith has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Good on the shot.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Nesmith, the pass to Nembhard. Now Siakam. The rebound by Champagnie.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Siakam kicks to Zubac. Siakam outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Pass to Sarr. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Johnson outside from downtown. Walker with the rebound. The Pacers with the lead. Zubac, a screen on Coulibaly. Nesmith finds Zubac. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Coulibaly. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
You know, Tim, when you look at Bilal Coulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
Yeah, 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills.
Carlton Carrington's checked in for the Wizards. And a change for the Pacers. McConnell's checked in. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Nembhard finds McConnell. Walker with his screen for McConnell. Outside, Walker takes the three. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Coulibaly. Traps in the tray. Coulibaly's got 6 in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Walker. To Nembhard. A three. Here's Zubac, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For Indiana. Potter's checked in, and Shepard subbed in for Neesmith.
Let's make some noise.
.58 seconds left in the third. Wizards passing it around. Pass to Johnson. They set the screen. Off target from three-point range.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here is Zubac. And Vukcevic pulls it down. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Carrington up top. Pass to Gill. Now here's Johnson. Good D by Jones. Over in the corner, Shepard. Oh, good with the triple. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Carlton Carrington is out there with Hardy. And there's Riley. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Vukcevic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that far too often in this game. Very uninspired defensively.
They get it back. Pass to Siakam. They set the pick beyond the arc. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Washington's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
McConnell scanning the floor to the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by McConnell. Pass to Hardy. That ball's nice speed that time from Jordan. Hardy's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For Indiana. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Thank you, Allie. Siakam, right side. Nembhard, the pass to Walker. Hits the three-point bomb. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Back to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Now, Coulibaly. Outside George. Sarr with the screen on Nembhard. Johnson can't get it to go.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nembhard! And he does not hit. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Sarr, the basket is good.
Oh, huge basket from the big fella Sarr. This rookie is fearless.
Here's Siakam. Here's Nesmith. Outside Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. That does not go. The Wizards with the lead. Johnson outside. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. No good from 3.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Now Siakam. Now Zubac. Oh, what a play inside. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Outside Coulibaly. It's stolen by Nembhard. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. 3. Good.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Johnson outside. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nembhard there for the rebound.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
First team foul.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They double them with George, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
No time to waste on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Four-point game, and they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. So we can't get either to fall. Washington calls timeout. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
You have to be smart here. That they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
So it's Washington now. Johnson fires. The long shot, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Line for the Pacers, Ivica Zubac. Two shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
Koulibaly, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Andrew Nembhard, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Andrew Nembhard.